Hello everyone, this is Vinay here from Learn Coding with Vinay, and we are into the video number 3 in the series where we are building movie rating application from scratch using ASP.NET Core MVC, Dapper Micro ORM, and ChatGPT as our coding assistants. In this video, we are going to look into we will be inserting data in the pending tables, and we'll have to correct user data that we added into the user table in previous session. So let's dive into it. So let me take you to the user table first, and let me take you to the script which was provided by ChatGPT, and we used to generate data over here. So what I had to do, I had to change this hashing function, because this, when I updated using this, and when I created the login store procedure, and because in login store procedure we will have to check whether a username and password are matched or not. If matched, then provide the user details. If not, then invalid user or something, right? So this was not working. Then I had to work in the background with ChatGPT, right? And that was also not working for some reason. So what I did in my previous project, what I used that logic, and finally I updated the data, created the store procedure login, and it is working. So I'll demonstrate what I did, right? So I just updated the all password using this hashing function, and this time I am using nvarchar, not varchar over here, right? Also I am not using these two option because that was not required in my previous project. This was working actually, right? So I updated with this, and just to double sure whether this is working or not, I created the store procedure. So let me open the store procedure. Let me say modify, and let me run this. If we pass username and password, it will give us the whether a user is logged in, or whether it is a correct user or not. If correct user, it will return the user details. If not, it will return something like this, right? So let me, actually this should be 1 2 3. Let me pass the correct one, right? So, and also let me quickly, this should be id as name, and this should be as email. Let me quickly modify this, right? So in case of wrong password also, we are having the same number of column with same name as output, but the output will differ, right? So this is invalid user, this is a valid username password, and this is an example of invalid username and password, right? So our login also store procedure is kind of ready. And remember, we are using Dapper micro ORM here, so we will be dealing a lot with store procedures, right? So we will deep dive when we move to C sharp code in store procedures, right? So as of now, just we are I just now I just wanted to explain what I did in the background, right? So now this data has been changed to updated using this, right? And if I go ahead and see the user table now, then the password will look something like this, which is totally, we can't even predict what it is, right? I don't know why it is coming like Chinese, right? Okay, but it is working, right? So let me quickly check, for other user also. This I have for admin only, I checked. Let me check for the other guy. And who is that? Helpdesk at the example.com. So let me put it down over here, and let me run this. Okay, okay, because it is 4. Let me check it with 3. Yeah, it is working. So it is working, right? So this is working. Nice. Let me run this so that we have that running example when we open this again. So this is good. Let me just comment out. And then I also, requested ChatGPT to generate few data for rest of the tables, right? Using this command, can you please generate 10 to 12 instance statement for following table? So it gave only one instance script. So what I did in the background was I created few data. So basically, if I go down, I entered two movies. I entered movie with language. I entered actor roles. I entered few actors, right? And then the rest of the table content, cast, some some comments, ratings, and some ratings for the movie and rating for the cast also. So we have data in our tables. Let me go over here. No, not the create one. Let me go over here, the queries. And so if I go ahead and run this, our every table should have data now. Right, so some we have data, we don't see zero over here, right? Good. So every table has data now. So this is good, right? So I hope you understood what we did. I just wanted to make sure that we have some data before we start the ASP.NET MVC application. So that's why I put down some data over here. In the next video, now we will start with the ASP.NET Core MVC application. We'll create the application first, right? So thanks a lot for watching this video. See you in the next video.